I did.
When did you do that?
Like a week or so into camp. 2 weeks into fall camp, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks in.
You were named the captain the other day. Just what did that honor mean to you, knowing that it's been a while since Nebraska's named permanent captains?
It means a lot. I'm very, very appreciative and very thankful, very honored that my teammates voted for me. You know, with us pushing the, idea of a player-led team, I feel like this is kind of something that feels like a culmination of, what we've been preaching throughout the course of the offseason. So to know that my teammates feel that I was somebody that they would like to look at their view as a leader means a lot to me. So I'm very, very happy about it.
For you, the journey just leaving Southern Cal the way you did to come here kind of late, I mean, how much has it paid off to come to Nebraska now for you and to see where you're at today?
It's been great. I say that, I've gained a lot, learned a lot. I feel like I've developed as a person through my time here and as a man. I've learned a lot about myself, and I've been given the opportunity to just grow and lead. And I feel like, I came in with a younger room, knowing that I had more experience and knowing that I was older than a lot of people in the room, except for the seniors, of course. But with that in mind, I felt like it put me in a position where I was able to lead. And so I'm very, very happy about that and thankful for it.
What have these just last couple of weeks of training camp been like? Is there anything particular you've been focusing on or just trying to get ready for this game?
I would say for me, I've been just focusing on, looking at the opponent and figuring out ways that I could kind of apply it to camp. I was looking at Cincinnati stuff, just looking at the receivers. So that's what I've been doing. But as a defense, I think that we've really just been focused on like swarming around and flying around. I think that's one of the biggest points of a defense, everybody getting to the ball. So I think that's something that we definitely really harped on towards the end of camp. And I think it's been great to see how we've come along with it.
Ceyair, Coach Butler mentioned that you guys basically have 3 first-team corners with Donovan and Andrew and yourself. And then considering that you have a couple of safeties who played corner last year, can you assess what this team's ability is going to be, like what you think to be able to cover in man this year, maybe in comparison to some of the struggles you had down the stretch in that area last year?
I'm very confident in our ability to play man. I think that we have, some very talented players all throughout the secondary, and our coverage abilities, I say, are very strong as well. I think that we put a lot of work into that over the course of the offseason, on our own, getting out there as a group, as a DB room, 15, 20 of us, just working on our technique or working on our breaks or whatever it may be, going against each other, competing with each other. And I think that it really has paid off. And I think that that's why, Coach Butler likes to move us around and have us play in different positions. So especially for, somebody like Donovan playing, being able to play corner and playing safety. So, I'm excited to see what we do out there.
What have you seen from him?
I've seen great things from him. He's a young player. I was just saying earlier, like I really like his ability to be receptive to things. Being that he's only a sophomore, a redshirt freshman now. He really listens and he takes things to heart and he listens to what you have to say. So I think that's one of the keys to being a young player, being able to be a sponge wherever you're at and apply what it is that you learn. And I think that he does that really well. So I'm excited to see the plays that he makes this season.
8 o'clock kick, you just have to wait around all day. Just how are you going to try to keep busy and as well as get focused later in the day?
Yeah, it definitely is a pretty late game time. I think, we're just going to try to stay loose throughout the day, not get wound up. I think that's one of the things that can happen when you have such a later game time, if you start to get stressed throughout the day. So I think, just staying comfortable and staying loose throughout the day. I think we'll be fine.
What have you seen from those Cincinnati receivers? I know a lot of transfers, so the film is somewhat limited in what you can apply to what they might do to you guys week 1.
Right. Yeah. They do have a lot of new players, which is cool. I think it's it's good that they've gotten new players from other places. But everybody has film from other locations, so that's what I've had to do. Try to look at some of the stuff from where they used to play, and just see what they look like and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I think I'm more so focused on our team. I feel like whatever we do between the lines on practice practice field is what's most important. So, whoever does show up on the game day is who we're gonna compete with.
Ceyair, how do you describe your improvement and growth going all the way back from the bowl game to now?
From the bowl game to now, I say that I really, really wanted to hone in on just like everything technical as a player. So I spent a lot of time this offseason really just trying to be detailed about everything that I'm doing, detailed with all of my movements, really breaking down myself as a player. And I think I really did a good job of that. I spent a lot of these, weekends just out there on the field with myself or with some of my teammates, kind of just trying to figure out certain things that I may have slipped up on last season, watching some of my old film from last season, looking at routes that I was beat on, and really working on those routes specifically. So I think that I, filled in some of the holes that I had last year.
Marquise and Deshaun are going to have one more year, and after the amount of time they've spent with this program, is there an extra level for you guys in the secondary to want to fight for them and this chance to have this year for them?
100%. I think one of the testaments of a great team is, your care for each other. I definitely say that I care for my teammates, and those two specifically have had a tremendous impact on me. Just being that when I got there, they had already been here, and just teaching me or showing me the ropes of what it means to be a Cornhusker, and showing me how to play the defense that we play here. And so I think that going out there, I think there is a little bit of an extra chip on our shoulder, just knowing that these are the seniors on the team, and they've been here for so long, and you want to play hard and give it all that you have, just so that they can have a successful last year.
3 captains in the secondary. I mean, what does that say for fans as they look ahead to what the secondary can do this year?
Yeah, I think it shows, that we've got some veteran leadership there. I think that we really prided ourselves on having 4 players come back from last year in the secondary, or really more than that. But I think it just shows that we've got some veteran leadership in the secondary, and that we're ready to make some plays this year.
Thank you, everybody.
Cool. Thank you, guys.